Hey guys, how are y'all doing? Okay, I didn't know, this is weird, but apparently, because I didn't know this, supposed to come and tell, I guess, what our, dream is, or dreams, because like if you're, a polymath, that's somebody that, it, they don't have like just one dream. Let's put it that way. Like, I've got a fucking bucket list for real. But, yeah, I'm not kidding. I mean, if you even notice, like, Shiva, she's got, what, 6 arms? Well, that's indicating a polymath, I mean, go look that up so you understand what that is. But anyway, yeah, I've always wanted to, I mean, this is like when I was 5 years old. And, well, who knows how old I really was. But anyway, yeah, I saw horse racing. And, yeah, I probably saw a clip of Secretariat, I'm sure, because whenever they show horse racing, they show that, and that was like, oh my God, that's incredible. Secretariat had a heart that was double the size of, the normal size of the heart of a horse. That says everything. That's why Secretariat was able to do, what that horse did. It's just absolutely amazing. It's like Seabiscuit. It's fucking amazing. So yeah, ever since I was, that young, I wanted so bad to do that I was always drawing horses, and drew people a few times, and realized that I could really draw, and that's when people are like hating on you and shit, and want to bust up your hands and do all that kind of stuff, and don't want you to achieve your dreams, so they, get people to attack you or whatever. But I mean, you cannot stop what is in, someone's heart. But, around the same age, I also wanted, to learn drums. I love drums. It's just the way it is. I mean, I don't know what age I was, but when I saw Jacques Cousteau and I saw, the scuba diving, of course it was like different then, it was the kind of old-timey thing. But I knew I was going to do that, one day, and I did at 19. Loved it. I'd still love to continue. But, yeah, I mean, I like to do a lot of different things, but, you have a passion for something. No, I never forgot it. I never forgot how much I wanted to do that. Never. That's, and it's odd to me that they have men being jockeys, because, I mean, no offense, but they're usually they weigh more, they have, heavier bone structure, and usually taller. Though I'm, I know I'm tall, but, I have a very light, bone structure, and, weight's really not an issue for me. I mean, I can be lightweight, or I can, weigh a little more, and I don't know, I just don't weigh a whole lot or something. But to me, I was made for it, to, yeah, ride the wind. Hell yeah. But yeah, I didn't know that's, one of the things I, that the divine was wanting me to, come and, tell in a video. But that don't bother me. It don't bother me to come out with that at all. But hell yeah, I would absolutely love to do that. I mean, you can literally, and even doing tarot and cards and stuff like that, that's something you can do on the side, you see? I mean, like people want a reading or something like that, and they can, you can earn money that way as well too. But, people sit there and say, oh, don't become that, you don't make as much money, stuff like that. But, I mean, I don't know why people say that. There's the availability to make, yeah, quite a bit. Things can change too, You never know what can happen. But I'm not someone that's going to sit there and shoot something down. And people that do that, you really don't know people, what is it? They never knew me, I mean, that's the people. I have people attacking me, all this stuff. I don't know, they're fucking weird. They're out to say I'm this, I'm that. You don't even fucking know me. You ain't got a fucking clue. Not a clue. I want to move forward and do, fun and awesome things. I don't want to be, I don't know, sitting somewhere bored. I like to do things and, spend time resting and stuff, or well, not necessarily resting, but having a free time. That's the word I'm looking for. Free time, but also, doing something that you're passionate about, that you're so passionate about that it's not a job. Fuck, I would love that. Yeah. I mean, because for a long time, even with the music, is I've heard music in a certain way that I'm like, how come this isn't done? Or, just there was a way I was hearing it that, I hadn't heard other people do yet. I may have heard something similar or close, but there was something I wanted to do more with that. So, I mean, people, when you have dreams and you think you can only do one dream, why do you only dream one dream? Perhaps you're a polymath and you're someone that can, at one point you do this, and then, then you move on to this, say like when you meet your goals, and then you move on to something else so that someone else can try it. Do you see my point? It's, you don't have to go and dominate a field and just constantly dominate it. It's not, I do not know how to explain. It's not really about the competition for me. It's just the thrill, the fun. And horses flying, flying in the wind, literally king of the wind or queen of the wind. I love that book, King of the Wind, and that's what I read all the time. Was as a little kid. That movie. What's it called? Matilda. Oh God. And her parents, the Wormwoods. Oh my God. Yeah. But I read books like that. I was, took care of myself and, knew how to do things, and then people were, forcing me to cook, clean, do everything as a little child, But I had my dreams. It's like being Cinderella and dreaming of, when you get free, finally, from the slavery, what would you do? Would you do just one thing? If you'd spent so much time in a horrible slavery, all you're dreaming of and thinking of is when you get free, what you want to do. What would you want to do? What do you want to do? Are you sitting there thinking about bad things and horrific things, or are you dreaming about what you want to do? What is in your heart? Because if you're not connected to your heart, then you don't have that. You don't have that passion or that drive. So you're missing out on a lot. And that's another reason I wanted, people to want to heal for themselves, is so that they can find that out. That's their purpose in life. Is, you come here and you try different things. That doesn't mean, like the Illuminati think that fuckers are nuts. All they think about is sex. Go look at the community posts. I put in there something about, there's one of those things, it might have been Ascension Rise, it was fairly recent, I think it was yesterday I posted it, but, yeah. I talk about, this world, the way it's been, the Illuminati, and what they are really about. Oh yeah, there was a guy that, I guess he went in to the Freemasonry, and, just to, I guess, infiltrate, learn what they were about, stuff like that, and got out, which proves that people can get out. Like I said, words have more than one meaning, If they say the only way you can get out is death, well, ego death, that's not hard. It's what's going to help save people. It's what helps people to their heart and their humanity, and to be able to manifest. You cannot manifest without the heart. That's why you have parasites that, come and need to feed off of someone. By the way, have you ever known some people and it's like they weren't really all that well off until you got around them, and then all of a sudden they seem to be well off, not long after you got there? Well, that should be kind of screaming something really loud, that these people are siphoning off of you. That's the kind of thing they like to do. But truly, what are your dreams? What are your passions? Do you even know? I mean, that's staying in your own lane, thinking about what you want, and not that you desire to, force someone into this, that, or the other because you just want material gain. If you cared about your passion, what it was that you wanted when you were a kid, when that wasn't even in the mix. If you take like sex and drugs out of it, we got people, that's all they think about. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, whatever. Take that out of it. And really look at what did you want to do when you were 4 or 5, 6, whatever it was, when you were seeing things, for the first time, that there was all these different things. What was it? Did you give up on it? Why? Because you feel like you're a certain age now, you can't do it. Fuck, why would you let that stop you? Even if you're all wrecked and fucked up, stuff like that, because people have, been doing voodoo and black magic on you with voodoo dolls to, make sure you could never do something, but then there's God. Oops. I kind of forgot about that. It's, people want to hate you for that, but it's hope. It's like hope for everyone. Why would anyone choose the idiot way? Why would anyone choose literal, death? Doesn't even make sense. Choose ego death and rise up like a phoenix, like a firebird. Hello. That's, go about your dreams, but don't ever be someone that wants to kill dreams or do that to someone, because then you're not going to reach yours. You're blocking your own by doing that. You're blocking your own everything when all you do is manipulate and scam. So, it just doesn't pay to be that way. You can go that way, but you're gonna way fuck around and find out. Don't keep things from people. Don't do those things, because you're literally blocking yourself. But anyway, I mean, to me, it's not a big deal to me at all to, admit what my passion is. Are you kidding? Yeah, that's not a big deal to me at all. I mean, it's a big deal of, what I'm passionate about, but to, like, come and admit it, I ain't got no problem doing that. I've had, like, lots of dreams, but yeah, they've been doing all kinds of, memory erasing, and, they traumatize people, and that's, what will cause you to have, like, memory issues, That's not really cool, is it? All right, well, I don't want to keep this on too long. By the way, if you're seeing this from TikTok, I've got like a long video, the previous video before this one. I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can, split that up and post it there, because you can only post on TikTok up to an hour. But if not, just go to YouTube and watch it. Yeah, it's interesting. But, yeah, I mean, they only allow you to post so long, All right, y'all, take care, and yeah, what are your dreams? Like, comment. What is it that you wanted to do when you were a kid, when you weren't thinking of others, how can I put it? Just non-trivial things. It's just, nonsense. But what was your passion? What was your passion in your heart that was, everything? What was it? What was it and what is it? Is it anything that you forgot because it was, some time ago? Don't let it go. Like I said, I've got a bucket list. Yep. Definitely. But, I mean, I don't know how many years to learn. Well, I mean, I didn't get into the, like, tarot stuff or anything like the right way. I didn't even know about it. But I, went through this, ascension process, which is not New Age. It's, it is the Native American spirituality, or native tribes, it's just it's a nature and natural spirituality, not, come on, y'all, religion is so faked up and frauded up, bullshit. This literally comes from people that are plagiarizing, people that have their heart and know things that these others don't know. People that say, remember things through lifetimes kind of deal. They get blown away by something and don't realize that, because, I mean, these people in this family always attacking one in the family. That's a massive mother wound, that's why they got to reparent themselves to fix it, and they're the ones that caused it on themselves. and that's, the sad thing. But y'all don't be like these people. I mean, I bring up these people because they're bent somewhere weird. It doesn't make any sense. But, birds of a feather flock together, so you do not want to be around dark people. They don't do the right thing that they're supposed to do. Y'all, it's going to be very, very dark, very bad. They don't want to pay their karmic debt. They don't want to do what they're supposed to do if that's the issue. I mean, nothing can stop what is coming. Yeah, there really is a reverse rapture. We have people out there wanting to go in the rapture and stuff like that. Not the way you think. You're going somewhere where they're going, That's where the dark, dark beings go that absolutely... This is a journey that you take and accept, even though you cannot see. It's like being in a maze. And as you go through this, you're being led from up top. It's like seeing it from the top kind of, but you see maybe just a portion of it. And you just trust and follow along and keep going and keep going and keep going. What, I can do this and they can't? I'll just prove it again how weak they are and how pathetic they are. We'll prove that you're not. Step up to the plate. Do it. Everyone. Everywhere. Even if you don't know about this, you don't trust the universe. You don't trust the true God, the true divine, not the demiurge, not the stupid demiurge. That's ignorance. That's like the biggest ignorance, anyone could ever have. And that's somebody that, I was born here, so now I'm this. No, you're not. It's really stupid. Anyway, but it's, a good thing, apparently, to, tell what your dreams are, what your passions are. What was it that you wanted to do? Think like a kid. How did you think when you were young? What is it that you would most love to do? Isn't it worth it? You're healing your chakras, healing any traumatizations that you've been through in life or your ancestors have been through, so you don't have to go through it again. You go through this, you never have to go through it again. That to me is like, wait, what? Let me run there. Seriously. All right, y'all. God bless. Take care. Oh, and by the way, I have my information in the description and, what do you call it? Put it in the, pin it in the comment section or whatever. But I still, need donations or whatever. But, it's, if you like my content and you would like to help my channel or help me get a meal, help me get, supplies for my cat or, help me with the, the hotel rent, stuff like that. I have that, the, what do you call that? Cash App, PayPal, that kind of stuff in the description, on YouTube and, what is that, TikTok, as well as, I'll pin it in the comments. If it's necessary, I'll pin it or put it on TikTok. But I think that the thing in the description covers it. But just in case, I might do that just so it's a little easier. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Take care. And I also always pray that you be blessed as well for doing that. Thanks, guys. Take care. God bless.